Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back, my Kwababa family. It's your boy, and if you know, we are back with another episode of Mzansi Magic's biggest obsession right now, Kwababa. Deep Cliffs Msawawa is on fire this week, my people, and today's episode. Episode 53. Title, Mambo Kozi's Bastard. Oh, just from that title alone I already had my hand on my chest before the opening credits even finished. If you've been following along, you know we are deep in the paternity secret storyline right now, and today, Ntenemi, today it gets personal. So grab your tea, grab your snacks, settle in, because we are about to break this whole episode down scene by scene. And if you're new here, welcome. Smash that subscribe button, because we do this every single day, Monday to Friday, right after Kwababa airs. Let's get into it. Scene 1, the Mackay's homestead, morning. Okay, so we open at the Mackay's home, and the sun is barely up, but Mambo Kozi is already awake. And listen, this woman has not been sleeping properly for weeks now, and you can see it on her face. She's standing outside, just staring into the distance, and honestly, my heart already broke a little bit for her. Because we all know what she's carrying. We all know the secret she's been holding onto since, honestly, since before some of these characters were even born. Zweleki walks up behind her, and for a second, just a second, it's sweet. He asks if she's okay, and she puts on that brave face mothers do, you know the one, the I'm fine, my child, don't worry about me face. But Zweleki isn't stupid. This man has been through so much these past few episodes, and he tells her straight up that he can feel something is wrong. And Mambo Kozi, bless her, she just changes the subject and starts talking about the Lobola preparations instead. And okay, I'll be honest with you guys, that gave me chills. Because every time this woman deflects like that, we know something is about to blow up in everyone's faces. Scene 2, the Motang house, Bahumi's room. Cut to the Motang household, and thank goodness, because we needed this after that heavy opening. Bahumi is in her room, and she is glowing, my people. Absolutely glowing. She's going through fabric swatches, I think for either her Lobola outfit or maybe even wedding planning already, because this girl is dreaming big, and she's on a video call with Zweleki. And can I just say, these two together, it's giving me everything. After everything they've been through, the miscommunications, the birthday drama way back, the health scare that landed her in hospital, seeing them finally in this soft, hopeful place is honestly so satisfying. Zweleki tells her he can't wait for the day she officially becomes a Mackay's, and Bahumi, cheeky as ever, tells him not to get ahead of himself because her family still needs to see if he's worth the cows. Classic Bahumi. I love her. But, and you knew there was a but coming, while they're having this beautiful, dreamy conversation, the camera cuts away for just a second to show us someone watching Zweleki from a distance. And I don't need to tell you who that is. You already know. It's Dumasani. My people, this man has eyes everywhere. Scene 3, Dumasani's study. Speaking of the devil himself, literally, we go straight to Dumasani's study, and this is where things start heating up fast. He's sitting with a folder in front of him, and inside that folder, documents. Old documents. And he's got this look on his face, this slow, satisfied smirk, like a man who just found the winning lottery ticket. He calls someone, we don't immediately see who, it's a phone call, and he says, and I'm paraphrasing here obviously, but basically he tells this person that he finally has what he needs to remind the family who really belongs at Kwamavovo. And my jaw was on the floor, you guys. Because we've been waiting for Dumasani to make his move for weeks. Ever since that paternity bombshell started leaking out, remember, Cathawake's son is Solomon's, that whole storyline, we knew Dumasani was going to weaponize it eventually. he's been too quiet. Too patient. And patient Dumisani is dangerous Dumisani. Honestly, I have so many mixed feelings about this man. On one hand, yes, he is manipulative, he is bitter, he's been trying to undermine Zweliki's leadership since episode 1 at that ancestral ceremony. But on the other hand, Lendani Nkosi is playing this role so well that I almost want to hear him out. Almost. Don't come for me in the comments, I said almost. Scene 4, the kitchen, Mombokozi and Mokumolo. Back at the Makai's home, Mombokozi is in the kitchen, and Mokumolo walks in. Now, if you remember from a couple episodes ago, Mokumolo let something slip that exposed a long-buried secret, and Mombokozi has not forgotten that. So when Mokumolo tries to make casual conversation, Mombokozi is short with her. Cold, even. Mokumolo tries to apologize, sort of dancing around it, saying she didn't mean for things to come out the way they did. But Mombokozi cuts her off and basically tells her that some doors, once you open them, you cannot close again. And oh, the delivery on that line. Chills. Actual chills. You could feel the weight of every year of guilt this woman has been carrying just sitting in that kitchen with them. And here's what got me thinking, guys, Mombokozi keeps saying things like this, these heavy, ominous lines, but she still hasn't said the actual secret out loud. Not to us, not to anyone. We know something happened. We know it involves Zweliki's paternity. But the show is being so clever about drip feeding us just enough to keep us hooked without giving away the full truth. Respect to the writers, honestly, because I am obsessed with the slow burn. Scene 5, Zweliki and Lobola, Makai's logistics. Now we shift to the business side of things, and honestly this is where the show does such a good job balancing the family drama with the money drama, because at the end of the day, in Kwababa, family and business are basically the same battlefield. Zweliki is at the office, and Lobola comes to see him. Now, we know Lobola has been going through his own thing, standing up to Dumisani, dealing with his father, all of that, and today he comes to Zweliki with an update on the business deal they've been working on. Things seem to be going well. For once. I was almost suspicious of how well things were going, honestly, because this show does not let you have nice things for long. Zweliki thanks Lobola for having his back, and there's this really genuine moment between them, like, whatever else is falling apart in this family, at least these two have each other's backs. And Lobola tells him something like, whatever happens with Dumisani, you're not facing it alone. And listen, I got a little emotional, okay? Sue me. After everything Zweliki has been through, seeing him have real allies means something. But of course, right after that warm moment, Lobola's phone buzzes. He looks at it, and his face changes. He tells Zweliki he needs to go, doesn't explain why, and rushes out. And Zweliki is left standing there confused. My people, something is coming. I can feel it. Scene 6, Dumisani meets someone, the reveal building. Okay, this is the scene that had me literally leaning into my screen. We cut to Dumisani, and he's meeting someone in what looks like a quiet, private spot, away from the family home, away from prying eyes. And based on the way the scene is shot, with all this tension in the music, you already know this is significant. We don't get the person's full identity confirmed in this scene, classic cliffhanger tease, but from the little we hear, it sounds like this could be someone connected to Mombokozi's past. Possibly someone who knows the truth about Zweliki's real father. Dumisani hands over an envelope of cash, and says something like, I just need you to confirm what I already know. And the person hesitates, and then nods. My people. My people. I actually gasped out loud when I was watching this. Because if Dumisani has found a witness, or worse, proof, this is exactly the kind of ammunition that could blow up the entire Lobola celebration that's coming up in just a couple of days in the show's timeline. Everything Bahumi and Zweliki have been dreaming about this whole episode. It's hanging by a thread and they don't even know it yet. Scene 7, Solomon and Sholofelo, the Motelang house. We get a quick breather scene over at the Motelang house between Solomon and Sholofelo. Now, Sholofelo has been on her rebellious streak for a few episodes now, and Solomon has clearly been worried sick about her. Remember, he wouldn't stop worrying about her a couple episodes back. Today, though, we see a softer side. Sholofelo comes to him, and for once, she's not fighting him. She actually opens up a little about why she's been acting out, hinting that she feels like everyone in the family is so focused on Bahumi's love life and the upcoming Lobola that nobody's really checking in on her. And Solomon, to his credit, actually listens. He doesn't lecture her for once, he just listens. This was a really nice character moment, and honestly, it made me appreciate Solomon more as a father. He's dealing with his own stuff too, remember his worries about retirement and his legacy at the school, but he still made space to really hear his daughter. I love that for them. Scene 8, Bahumi and Zweliki, the dream scene. And now we get to what I think is the emotional heart of this whole episode. Zweliki goes to see Bahumi in person, that surprises her, actually, shows up at her house unannounced with flowers, very cute, very romantic, and the two of them sit outside just talking about their future. This is clearly what the official teaser was pointing to when it said they dream of their future together. They talk about what kind of home they want to build. Bahumi jokes about how many kids she wants, Zweliki teases her right back. It's playful, it's tender, it's exactly the kind of scene this show needed after weeks of heaviness. Bahumi tells him that no matter what happens with the families, with the politics, with Dumasani, she chose him. Just him. Not the Makai's name, not the business, not the Inkosana title. Him. And Zweliki, you can see it on his face, this mixture of love and guilt, because he knows there's a storm coming that she doesn't know about yet. He almost tells her something, you can see him start to open his mouth, and then he stops himself. He just pulls her close instead. Guys. I was not okay watching this scene. Because we, the audience, know Dumasani is out there right now building a case against him. We know Mombokozi is hiding something massive. And here's Bahumi, completely unaware, planning a future that might not even survive the week. This is the kind of dramatic irony that makes Kwababa so good. The show lets us know more than the characters, and it makes every sweet moment feel like it's on borrowed time. Scene 9, the final twist, Dumasani's warning. And now, for the scene that's going to have everybody talking tonight. We cut back to Dumasani, alone in his study, looking at whatever documents or information he's gathered. He picks up his phone and calls someone from the family. It sounds like he's speaking to Nelasai, actually, based on the context, and he says something chilling. Something like, by the time that Lobola ceremony happens, there won't be a groom left standing. Cut to black. My people, I nearly threw my remote. I nearly threw it. Because that line right there. That's not just Dumasani being petty anymore. That's a direct threat. That's a declaration of war on the wedding, on the family, on everything Zweliki and Bahumi have been building this whole episode. And we end the episode right there, on that ominous note, with absolutely no resolution, which, I mean, that's Kwababa for you. They know exactly how to leave us hanging. My thoughts, reactions. Okay, so let's talk about this episode as a whole, because wow. This was such a well-balanced episode, honestly. You had the sweetness with Bahumi and Zweliki, you had the quiet emotional beat with Solomon and Sholofelo, and then you had Dumasani absolutely stealing the show with his scheming. Lendani Nkosi continues to be the best part of this series for me. I know I say that every week, but I mean it every week. I do feel for Mombokosi though. This woman is clearly drowning in guilt, and I think when this secret finally, fully comes out, and it's coming, mark my words, it's going to destroy her relationship with Zweleki. And honestly, given the episode title, Mombokosi's Bastard, I have a theory, and hear me out, I think this isn't just about who Zweleki's biological father is. I think this episode title is foreshadowing that when the truth comes out, the family, or the ancestors, or Dumaseni, are going to try to strip Zweleki of his Inkosana status completely, branding him as not a true Makais at all. That would explain why Dumaseni looked so satisfied with those documents. Predictions for the next episode. Now let's talk predictions, because based on that ending, and knowing the title of tomorrow's episode is Amand when Uwe Dumaseni puts his evil plan into motion, oh, we are in for it. I genuinely think tomorrow we're going to see Dumaseni either confront Mombokosi directly with what he knows, or worse, expose it publicly, maybe even during a family gathering, for maximum damage. That's just how this man operates, he doesn't do things quietly when he can do them for an audience. I also think Mombokosi is going to try to get ahead of the situation. The teaser info I've seen hints she stands in the gap for Zweleki, which tells me she might actually try to take the fall herself, or confess before Dumaseni can twist the story his own way. And that Solomon reveal mentioned for tomorrow. My gut says it's connected to the same paternity thread. I think Solomon might know more than he's let on this whole time. As for Bahumi, my heart breaks for her already, because she has no idea what's coming. I think the Lobola celebrations are going to be where all of this finally explodes into the open, probably around Friday's episode. Will all the Makaisers please stand up? That title alone is giving me chills just thinking about it. OUTRO. Okay, my people, that is going to do it for today's Kwababa recap. Episode 53, Mombokosi's Bastard, man, oh man, what an episode. Dumasani is on the warpath, Mombokosi is sitting on a secret that's about to blow up everyone's lives, and Bahumi and Zweleki are dreaming about a future that might not even happen. This show does not play fair with our hearts, and honestly, that's exactly why we love it. If you enjoyed this recap, please do me a favor, smash that like button, it genuinely helps this channel so much. If you're new here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because we recap Kwababa every single weekday, right after it airs. And drop a comment below, tell me, do you think Zweleki is really Mombokosi's bastard like the title suggests? Do you think Dumasani's plan is going to work? I want to hear all your theories. Tomorrow we're diving into episode 54, Amandwenu, where Dumasani finally puts his plan into motion, and trust me, from everything we saw today, it is not going to be pretty. So don't miss it. I'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Until then, stay blessed, stay dramatic, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, my people.